welcome. You may hear annoying bangs from over there, but they're just a bunch of psychos. That's what I've concluded. I think condo number 60 is a mental asylum. I'm not even joking for evil. So that's what I've concluded. I just laugh it off now. And sometimes I yell when I get really mad, but now I'm just like, for the past quantum annoying bangs, I don't know how they don't have a dent in their wall by now. By banging or like, a dent in their floor, I don't get it. But that's whatever, that's their problem. They're making a bad choice to center their life around me. And they clearly don't invest their time in anything else, and that is in the grander scheme of things. Looking at all the plans and everything, I just see how it's not good for them. But anyways, that's their problem. Back to us. Okay. Um, so, what? So yeah. I remember something. There were so many things this past 5 years. What they did. I said Vanakkam, right? Vanakkam, Vanakkam. I keep forgetting that. Okay, if I said it or not at the beginning. So, it's still right now. I'm aiming this video to be 10 minutes, but you know me. I don't know how long it's gonna go for, like how long the video is gonna go for. So it is so far, because I might post this tomorrow, and if I do, then it's November the 10th, but I'm filming this on November the 9th. I'm trying to finish it beforehand so I can still make a new diary even if this goes into tomorrow, right? Okay. So, I don't think I'm too close to the camera. So I'm just missing baby right now. I'm just thinking about her a lot. I mean, not a lot, but more than usual. And so basically, in the I'm sorry, guys. I really wish I had subtitles on these, but I don't. I just can't wait to get depossessed and write all that stuff for you. I'll do everything that I want to do for you guys. That's just gonna be a huge relief for me. I'm just remembering a lot. So some of the things I'm just gonna go with the flow, whatever I feel like saying. I'm gonna say, I guess, for this diary, which I always try to do. So nothing new there. And that's solo and then. 5 years. Basically what they've done is try to make me forget the life I've lived for the past before that. So after I got the miscarriage with Shabir, I'm not really good with my age. I keep forgetting what events occurred at what ages for me, cause I think it was 23 with 2020, right? Then I ஆரம்பிச்சிச்சு. So 2020 தான் ஆரம்பிச்சிச்சு, January 2020. So அப்போ வந்து எனக்கு okay, 1996, that we were born in 1996, remember that. So அப்போ 23. You guys thought I was 22, but I was 23. There you go, okay? Oh my god, whenever I say I'm 23, I always have to think, like automatically in my head, it's like, okay, Ali, but everybody thought you were 22. Like, it's like this age on my birth certificate that's not even my birth certificate in the first place. A different birth date, right? That is not my birth date. Thanks to you know who. Whatever. But then there's my real birthday, which is August 28th, 1996. I can't wait to see all your reactions throughout these past 10 years for everything that's happened. Right now, Abhi's Army Dash Virtual Warriors, the pimps are going to try to delete all that stuff because they have issues with me being happy at all or excited for anything. So there's that. And the lighting just changed. That's cool. But how? See, I'm fascinated with lighting because my selfies and everything. I have a selfie for today. I just didn't post it because I had to finish a couple of scenes for Thakur Babani Singh, like the movie. I have to finish the movie. I feel a huge difference when I watch a movie. Like, I've listened to a couple movies. Thank goodness that's happening again. But then, and I'm listening to songs in between. So, like, watching a movie though, I have to watch the movie in order to incorporate the magic of of the songs, and for the movies that I listen to work maximum effect. For that, I have to watch the movie, because that's how I got rid of the car way back in 2022, 2023, 2022. I think. These Army Dash Virtual Warriors. No, the date's better than me. I got rid of the car. I moved out of the basement. But then when I was sleeping, what they did was that they started putting all the Sooyums on, right? So that's how I ended up jobless. But it really wasn't a job; it was a brothel, so I don't consider it a job. That's why I want a job. I really do, a paying job. I mean, I love this job, but I have to do this job alongside that job, because I have to do this job. It's what's keeping me alive, one, and it's what I live for. And I also need a job to get out of Mississauga because I need to be somewhere safer. And the only city I know in the world that isn't a brothel or a dungeon is Chennai. And I know there's probably several. Thank God there are a lot still that are safer than Mississauga, than slave-ridden cities. I'm not trying to insult anyone who is being forced into slavery by saying that. I don't, you guys have a name for it? I don't have a name for it. But what was I saying? Yeah, and um, yeah, I really just, the only city I know is Chennai, and that's it. I don't know of any other city that is definitely not like Mississauga, right? That's the only thing, that place I know, and it is the safest city in the world. Not much I know still. It was before, and I still is. Um, so I guess I'm kind of lucky that I know that it's not brought like Mississauga, and yeah. Back to the fact that they made me forget everything. They made me think that I had concentration issues. I did not. I did not have concentration issues at all. Nonetheless, I worked very hard. Obviously, I was extremely well at time management. I did not kiss up the teachers. Um, they were all taking bribes from student GB, to make sure that I didn't get the marks that I was deserved. They kept docking marks. I hope all the teachers that ever taught me lose their jobs because they Appa was trying to make sure that I got the right marks. He wasn't telling them to give me marks that I didn't deserve. No, he was telling them to give the marks I deserved, so I could skip grades. Cause that's how well my works were. I just found that out by talking. Because you know how when I talk, um, some TAs did that too, pissing me off in college. Sorry, in college and sort of celebrate university post secondary or that while college no one did. But uni because it was I didn't go to college. I went to uni. I want to go to college and other form of apprenticeships and everything. Basically, I've always wanted to do that. I just went to uni because um, I was going to go to Chennai first of all. You guys all know that. But applied to 5 different places, got early acceptance. I'm just saying that because they tried to make me forget that fact. That is my issue, and I just chose UTM because it was in Mississauga. It was only an hour commute. That was very important to me to have enough time to study, um, that I could study at campus. As I was there. Anyways, okay, they made me think that they were the best, like they were my bestest friends, and like Asta, Yoha. There's this group of pimps that are now pimps. Um, I don't even like talking about them. But they made me think basically, this what she did in the past 5 years, is what she made me think that I thought that she was my bestest friend. No, Appa was my bestest friend. No one had that number one place. Only Appa. Because I was iffy about all of them. But they tried to make me think that, and they weren't. I always had doubts about them. All of them, because they were just so rude, so mean, and like you don't treat a friend like that. And I realized I've had doubts about them, but Yoha was trying to make the people, the human traffickers, brainwash me into being friends with her. That's how this happened. So there's that, and I feel vomit. வாந்தி கூட கிடையாது அது வந்து ஏதோ ஒரு uneasy feelingல கழுத்துல எங்கேயோ இங்கே uneasy feeling talking about her. So there's that. I was brainwashed into thinking that I wasn't good at art. I was one of the best in gym classes, one of the best in sports, in every sport. I remember that. I was the best. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here. No, I'm just saying what they made me. They made me think I sucked at gym. and I didn't. I was really good. I was very, very good. They didn't think I was a bad dancer, and maybe I wasn't the. I was a really good dancer when I tried, and a singer. Maybe not, like cinema level. I think maybe I'm not sure because they made me forget that too. But like I was good, for a person who never went to dance class and singing classes. I mean, I went to singing classes, but they forced me to leave. They stopped paying for the same classes. I was gonna keep going. Same thing happened with swimming. Same thing happened with karate. They stopped paying for it when they were paying for it with my bus money. So I don't get what the psycho. There ended this whole thing. What else am I supposed to say about kidnappers and human traffickers? Anyways, they made me forget. Okay, yo, you know the funny thing is? So they made me forget the fact that Appa was everything to me. That it was Appa that I was going to go for. Like it was, I knew, what I was going to do to go to Chennai. I was going to live with Appa, and I already knew that. To me, there's a huge fight that happened. I mean, I already didn't see Jayabhan as much on Appa, obviously, when they brainwashed me to thinking I was their birth child. But the thing is, a huge fight happened during the Puli release time. You guys saw me in Toronto, right? Toronto, they made me forget this. I was fighting with Jayabalan to go to watch Puli and cinema, right? And he said some, I don't know what else he said. He just blah, 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 blah. And I was mad because 18 was my deadline to go to Chennai. It was my deadline. And I was nearing my deadline. I only had 6 months left. According to me, because I thought that my birthday was in June. But apparently, I was already 18. The frustration is coming out now. Okay, whatever. So, I was kind of 6 past. I was counting the months. I was 4 months past my deadline. So, I guess I was very mad. I think I intuitively knew that. So, huge shit happened. He's like, now like a phone number. Okay, I don't care. But the thing is, I'm like, okay, whatever. Now Vijay's my Appa, whatever. And yeah, that's quite literally what I thought. He's my Appa. So it's not that, how I forgot he's my Appa, right? But he was everything to me, right? You guys already know this. I am here remembering things. But yeah, okay, you can see a memory loss patient. Okay, not a patient, because your patient is hospital. Okay, and listen, I respect the medical system. Hello, I lived my entire life. 2 main goals, doctor and actress, okay? And everything else. But I knew that I had to be a doctor, one, because I had to take care of Appa when he grew older, because you eyesight him. And my Appa's always young at heart, but like, look what they've done to him. I think intuitively I knew this was going to happen, so I have to take care of little baby Appa. Okay? And I have to, and I love saving lives. I love doing that stuff. So I wanted to be a doctor. Basically, I wanted to be everything. Okay, but Dr. Anand, I had to be a doctor in Chennai to take care of Appa, to make sure he's alive. I forgot there was other jobs, I think, that I'm not remembering that, because I know it was a doctor, actors, and there were several other like things. It was everything that I wanted to do. I wanted to do everything. Okay, everything, because I wanted to do everything with Appa. Yeah, because Appa would like everything. I would like everything because Appa likes everything. But then Appa makes everything fun. So Appa, I love everything Appa does. Does that make sense? Yeah, there is that. I think this is gonna go on to November the 2010. 20. அது வரைக்கும் உயிரோட இருக்கணும். அதான் நம்ம goal. Yeah, I was looking at places in Chennai to go to with Appa. Oh my god, you are such a mean asshole. Yo, my god. The only time she said I love you, right? Only time she said I love you as a friend is when she thought I was gonna permanently leave, because it was just, she always crossed boundaries, unnecessary boundaries. But certain times it's like, no, whatever. Appa wouldn't approve that. Because I was only talking to these things. I can't believe what things I talked to before. Because I thought Appa would be like, okay, maybe he would say
they were good, you know? Because every single decision, you guys know that I would base it on whatever Appa does. And it's not because it's not this strict father thing, rule thingy. No, it's because I looked up to him in general, right? In everything. Because whatever he did, obviously he's my Appa, obviously I love him. Um, yeah, even though I forgot that he was my, actual Appa. Cut up. I'm sorry, man, but like, yo, that's a huge thing, right? 11:55. This is gonna go on into November the 10th. Okay. Did you notice how there's like so many different personalities in one, like, in Avi? Yeah. Courtesy of brainwashing, but it works until it doesn't. And what was I gonna say? Yeah, I was only talking to these things because every decision I would look up to him because I thought he was right. To be very honest, I thought he was. If he was wrong, I would tell him straight up, and I do tell him straight up. But he's not really wrong. He just thinks I'm saying something, and he follows it when I'm not. He says, "Why kuttiyari pakkathil irukana?" He can, as you've heard of our past life stories, of our restaurant stories, of our Mumbai stories, of any stories. Me and Appa kind of have to be beside each other. Me and Dharma have to be kind of beside each other, and me and Monkey Appa and Mumbai Appa. The only one I can see. Him and Dharma and Eva and Shabir. I'm not trying to make fun of him by calling him Appa. He's my Appa. Yeah. He may look like Rano Dagupat, whatever his name is, but he's not. I think that is very clear. You guys know the difference between the two, and I do too. And that's why I'm like, yo, how can I see him in Rana's interviews and everything, right? Before Rana was telling me to watch his interviews, but clearly it was Tisunya me, but it was Appa in it, right? Because he sent Appa too. Because Appa was trying to make sure, um, just in case I was gonna go, because he knew that I booked like flight tickets and hotels to leave, right? And because I thought Rana was Mama, but I ended up not going because Rana pissed me off. Thank God, because he was a Mama, right? But just in case I was gonna go, Appa was there in those events to make sure he got his kurti abhi. And he didn't even remember. It was just his life. He's little everything. Like Eva is doing. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. The rescue baby. What else was I gonna say? How did this conversation go to Appa? The amount of money I wasted on Lana, oh my god. The time. Okay, I gotta stop talking about that guy. Abhi, that part of your life is over. You're done. You want me to think she's like my best friend. Quite literally, I figured that out an hour ago. And you know what I did? I brain slapped my head. I'm not even joking, that's what happened. Because and my head hurt. I'm like, how did I believe that she was? And then my head started hurting. I'm like, oh, she hit me on the head real hard for me to think that. There was that. I think there's so many things, but that I forgot, obviously, that I'm gonna keep remembering. I can naturally remember things. I forgot that part. I never had an issue with concentration. I'd never had an issue. Yes, I had confidence issues, whatever. I think. I do when I was in high school or whatever. But at the same time, I was always trying my best. I was always pushing through. They made me think. There's a video they probably released it in order to troll me or whatever. But it was a video taken with me dancing when I was 13 for a school project. And after that they started calling me extra, whatever. I don't. Okay, they only started saying that because certain people thought one they were spreading rumors that I was talking shit about them, so they tried doing it to me. Second, whoever started these rumors or started these insults, whatever, were doing it because they were afraid that they die if I dance. Whatever. Okay, cool it. I don't care. But they made me think that I stopped dancing and that I gave up on dancing. No. I never did. I always kept on dancing whenever I had a chance, right? Whenever I wasn't being beat up, right? And Oh, pulley. Okay. Sorry. Okay, which do? Okay. Not very ladylike, but it's okay. I'm not supposed to burp, you know that? My body isn't supposed to burp. So we had a problem there. Oh my god, is this video gonna load? It's not. I don't want okay, and midnight. They tried to kill me at midnight. You know Chadan? He tried to kill me at midnight. That's why I was born very late. He was trying to kill me at midnight of August 29th. What time was I born at? I don't even know. I thought it was 11:28. But now I'm 29 and I'm still going through this life and death thing because of the. I was gonna call him Koranga, but I'm like, no, my appa is a Koranga. He shouldn't be a Koranga. A child shouldn't be a Koranga. Because Korangas are very beautiful, and very pure, and very nice. And let's leave the topic of Charan. Oh, and I put cherry in. I'll tell you why I put cherry for every food story. One, I like the filter. Second is Raphael. Raphael meaning Raphael from the one that is being tortured right now currently. The human Raphael in Slovakia. That Raphael is the Raphael I'm talking about. Yeah. So cherry blossom trees. And he's cherry as well, right? He's cherries, the fruit cherries. So that's why. I think that's why, because it's automatic for me. I didn't even think about it. It's just, I love the guy so much. So, yeah. And then, Vera Inna. What was I talking about? Okay, you made me forget some other things. Puli. Okay, Puli. So that's the thing. I was gonna go for Puli, and then I wasn't gonna listen to Japan. I was gonna go anyways, right? I had money saved up, which I wasn't. I was making sure no one was taking, because I earned that money my entire life. God, the idiots is banned. They have a problem with that money. I'm sorry, man. They're too evil. You guys know why I call them psychos. I'll be on Dutch words. You know what type of people I call psychos. You guys clearly know that's what this is. So yeah, whatever. So it's the money that I earned. So I was gonna go anyways. And Sangavi does it. That's a chick. Sangavi is the chick you guys saw in the video where the first video you guys saw me in. Rappa was like I think coming behind me and like crying and everything, and Sangavi was tearing me like quite literally trying to make me run away from him, right? Yeah, I don't remember everything. Wow. She was holding my arm, so I'm just remembering right now. She was holding this part of my arm so I couldn't hear or see him. So much, like pinching it so much with her elbow or whatever. If you've seen the video, I think you can see it. So much so that I couldn't. It hurt. I hate her basically. Me and Naya both. Naya, the police officer now who saw her murdering the kid. I don't know if he's alive now. I hope he is. He almost stopped her from going to Dominican, which means because she's the reason I went to Dominican, right? Because they all knew I was gonna go to India that summer. And so anyways, yeah, she basically said, oh, okay, we can go to Puli. She was Skype me, and she was like, oh, we can go to Puli. No. I mean, do you wanna whatever? Do you wanna go come to Toronto? I'm like, no, I'm going to watch Puli. I'm like, well, and then she started talking shit about Uppa, and I started snapping. And then she's like, okay, how about we watch Puli at Toronto or whatever? She pretended like she was sorry and that it was a mistake, whatever. Lies, manangata thick. That's all she is. And then, yeah, she then said, okay, we'll watch Puli in Toronto. And I'm like, oh, what theater, right? And I was looking everything up and everything. We go here. And then somebody comes along for no reason, trying to stop me from going to the theater, trying to beat me up on the train. Disgusting. And then, yeah. Ugh. I just remembered something, but okay, whatever. And then we don't end up going to Puli. I was snapping at her, and then I never went to Toronto again. I never hung out alone with her again because of all that manangata. Like, she's dragging me to Eaton Center. She's dragging me here, dragging me there. I'm like, when are we going to watch Puli? Like, what the F? Right? The entire time, I'm like, I'm here trying to go to Puli because my intuition says maybe Appa's gonna be there. Somehow. I don't know how. I don't know where. I don't know. but I think he might be there. I was like that for like my entire life, basically. I'm like, is Appa gonna be here? Is Appa gonna be here? Is Appa gonna be here? So wherever I am, he always tries to come. Always. No matter where he is, he always tries to come to me. So I'm like, is he gonna come? And he was going to come. But then she took me away, and that's what you guys saw. So I didn't see my Appa for another 6 friggin' months because of her. I would have left because I was gonna go alone to the theaters. Alone. Somebody wasn't gonna come. It was because it was Toronto that she came. Because everyone's gonna they might find out she's a flying girl or whatever. Whatever. Well, everybody knows. So cool it. One. Second. Anybody come in? Second.
What a second. They're giving me temporary memory loss via possession. See, none of this would work without possession. Okay, so basically, I would have been with you guys. It's a short story. Yeah, fully. I would have been with you guys, I think, for sure. So, lesson learned. Don't trust anybody when you have the gut feeling. Is that it? Okay, Puli, what else was I going to say? I talked about, yeah, they made me forget several things. How is the weapon things going? I think every one of us should have a weapon. When you go, because obviously they might try to hurt any one of you, and you guys have to be prepared. And if you have a weapon on you, they'll be more scared to touch you. But they might go for your weapon, so make sure they can't go for your weapon. They're just gonna try to copy what I do and what you guys do. That's what they do. All they do is copy. There's nothing wrong with copying to learning, but there's something wrong with being obsessed with trying to become quite literally, psychotically someone else. That is different. Abhi's army are spiritual warriors. You can explain this bizarreness that they are. Is there anything else? Puli. Theaters, theory. Okay, I'm remembering. Konjam. What happened? So basically, if there's a 2-hour footage of you guys watching theory, there's also like 2 hour 40 minutes of the movie theory. Then there's also footage of you guys seeing me trying to get to Appa and trying to climb over the seat to get to Appa, and while fighting with Gautam and Sumati. I don't even know them. I'm not related to them, right? And Shalvi's down there disgusting me, so whatever. I'm stripping her of her powers. That's what I'm doing. Because if she wasn't there, then I would have been able to sit with Appa, and we would have been able to leave. So I can't talk to her. I don't understand how backstabbers think I will talk to them again when they've already backstabbed me. And I remember. Oh, they might try to brainwash me, but how long is that gonna work for? Anyways, so basically I need to see that. It's so interesting. I don't know if you guys were watching the Padam. Okay, obviously I love the Padam. I'm not saying it's any less or anything, because I love the Padam and I wanted to watch it peacefully with Appa. But those things were there. And I don't know which one was more entertaining. Me fighting with Appa, like me fighting for Appa against those two, or the movie, because I don't know ones that came to 30. I hope they're alive. I know Abhi's army dash spiritual warriors, please save them. So I don't know which one you guys are watching, the movie or me sanda poding trying to climb over the chair. Apparently there's a 2-hour video of that. And I just found that entertaining. I'm talking to Appa, and Appa's trying to took him. He's trying to took his little kutti 19-year-old Abhi. How old was I? My blood, it released in 2016. Okay, I was still 19 then, right? Going on 20? My age is after 18, or my age is basically their patak. Oh, this is what it is. You know why? They're trying to brainwash me into forgetting my age. That's why my age is like 80.
in my head. Are they trying to cut my hair? Like, what the heck? Touch your own hair. Like, get the fuck off my hair. This is for baby. Okay? My hair is for baby. Thank you very much. I need red and blonde hair for her. Thank you. How did they change red and blonde hair to this? I had cheekbones. I had fangs for teeth. I had... What is this? Let me My nails were up here. Or even bigger. So what? Maybe that long, okay? Jumpy! I said that to the birds, and they went and jumped. See, Appa was right. That's what I think Appa was trying me symbolically. That's when I told to kill, right? That's the only time I ever told to kill, right? The birds. And now, when I'm telling you guys to save birds, is when I'm telling you guys to kill, and we are killing, right? Okay, for all our newbies, not saying it in a bad way, the reason I'm saying to kill is because they're an actual threat to society. And it is to the point where they're trying to destroy society completely, and that is the only reason why. They have decimated cities and are walking as if they have a badge of pride on them or whatever. I'm like, what are you doing? By law, if they do that, they have to be killed. Like, it is written down in stone that they have to be killed. It is so bad, and I understand, like, for those ones that are new, I just hope you just have an open mind about this. I know it's a huge thing to say you have an open mind about, going around killing people, when you don't have all the information or barely any information. I get that. But just know that we're killing murderers, we're killing rapists, human traffickers, and yeah, I think that is justification enough for most people, for everyone actually. So yeah, and I think when you find more information out, Pimps are making sounds upstairs, but they're psychos, so I can't waste my time on them. So the killing part, yeah. And and I think once you find out more information, even just might hear it very faintly. Oh, I don't know. They want to make an entrance, they can't. Not while I'm awake, so good luck with your life. I think they want to stop me. I'm gonna end the video soon, and they're kind of psychotic. So Yoha had always a problem with me finishing or doing stuff. She always stopped me from concentrating. Whenever, because I found out that I would have enough time to do everything at school. I would finish everything at school. That's how fast I was. I was very fast. Extremely fast. Everything. I'm not saying it to make me seem better than anybody. I'm just saying I was. They made me believe that I quit singing. I quit uni. That I quit karate. That I quit soccer, volunteering for soccer. I wasn't going to quit. I was trying to become a coach in soccer for the kids, because I was very good at coaching the little ones, and I was teaching them everything, and I was good at it. So I might have become a fucking soccer coach. I just remember that right now, because you know how when I talk, I remember things? That just happened right now. I was big up, hashtag big up. I think that's what I was trying to make me remember. I was big up. I was very good at soccer. So good that they always put me goalkeeper, and I made sure no one shot a goal. You know why? That's what happens when you purposefully put me in goalkeeper, to make sure I don't shoot any goals. I make sure you don't make any goals. Do not come play with me in sports. Say stop. Whoa, I'm just remembering how competitive I was in sports. Well, it's not my problem if they got accidentally hit. They're in the way. They're trying to hit me during sports. Hello, Tambi. Like, you better get hit on my home. I'm playing a game here. And I'm fair. But if you don't play fair with me, go on the bench. Go sit on the bench. Go ahead and sit on the bench. They made me because it's foul play. Clearly foul play, and I don't know. I'm not up for one in sports. No way. Hell no. No. And oh, because Yoha, she had a concentration. Basically, what she has done is she has tried to give me her mind, her life, what the life that she would have had if I wasn't in it, because I won't be in her life if I stop sleeping, right? And apparently, it's very easy to stop me from sleeping, but I don't know what that weight is. I was supposed to post at 12 a.m. I just remembered. That's why they're making noise. So basically, she did this right. Whenever I'm trying to concentrate, whenever I'm doing things, she was tuning them to see if I was concentrating in high school. In the early, she tried to get me suspended for something I didn't do. She made me think I wrote. Okay, this is this guy named Ahran or whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know the guy. I'm not married to the guy. I don't know what rumors he's trying to put me with him in the world, but I don't know. Whatever. Okay, I did it. But she liked the guy or whatever. She wanted to date him for popularity, whatever. Jolly crap. Jolly very purichadu. God damn it. Okay, whatever. I didn't even know that because she knew I didn't speak to people like that. But apparently she was, and Hasta was, and I didn't know that. But apparently they were because I knew I wouldn't speak to them. I am zero tolerance for Jolly Betty. And then she got me 13 years old. She was trying to get me suspended because she knew that her marks were so low she might not pass grade 8. Okay, whatever. How? So she was trying to get me suspended. And so she said she wrote this. Is it Aisha? I don't know who it was. I don't like her either. But the point is, she wrote some next hate note or whatever into someone's desk about Aran. Some next whatever nonsense. I don't even remember that much. But she blamed me. She got in trouble. I just knew that she might be doing it, but I was telling her not to do it because it's wrong. It's just whatever. You shouldn't go that way. But she did it. And she said, I did it. I almost got suspended from school. She was trying to get me expelled. I just remember this while I'm talking. I need to talk more. I remember more. Remember I used to do that stuff? Anyways, okay, now I just hope this really saves. So I'm gonna go. There was that. Basically, I'll be never that social words. You can say everything about how she did that, and it's very annoying, and I hate her. My intuition is great, and I'm gonna follow that. I'm trying to see what mistakes I made then and not make that now. So I'm kind of tired of it. And what else? Yeah. You got, yeah, I'm gonna go. I don't know if I forgot to say anything, but I hope this saves because I have to post this and I want to eat. So, yeah. Nandri Banakam. Thank you. Hashtag Parabali Gacheri.